At a glance, it looks like a classic Volkswagen Beetle. That familiar rounded silhouette, the timeless charm. But take a closer look and you'll realize this is no ordinary bug. This is the Rollswagen, a fully stretched limousine-converted 1969 VW Beetle stuffed with luxury, mahogany, and even a minibar. Oh, and it once chauffeured John Wayne to the Oscars. This eccentric piece of automotive history is heading to auction once again, and it's expected to fetch between $150,000 and $200,000. But the story behind it is worth just as much as the car itself. Back in the late 1960s, Porsche and Volkswagen West Coast distributor John von Neumann had a wild idea: convert a humble Beetle into a full-fledged limousine. The job was handed to Troutman-Barnes, a company famous for building Chaparral and Scarab race cars. The result? A $34,499.95 build, an astronomical price at the time, considering the Beetle's retail cost was only $2,063. But this wasn't just a novelty project. Troutman-Barnes didn't just stretch the car and call it a day. They extended the wheelbase by 40 inches, added custom rear doors, and created a plush rear cabin that would rival executive sedans of the era. The passenger compartment features a gray bench seat, 2 jump seats, and a built-in minibar, complete with a deployable table. Mahogany trim lines the cabin, and there's even a partition with a power divider, soundproofing, and an intercom system. Add in power windows and a 5-speaker audio system, which originally included a Philips cassette deck, but now boasts a Kenwood CD changer, and you've got an interior that screams VIP. This Beetle Limo is powered by a 1.6-liter flat-4 engine that replaced the original 1.5-liter motor. Enhanced with 48mm Weber downdraft carburetors, the setup was intended to compensate for the limo's added 400 pounds of weight. A 4-speed manual transmission controls the action, not something you'd typically find in a luxury limo, but it gives the driver that analog, old-school charm. The front cabin remains basic, in line with its Beetle roots: black vinyl seats, minimalist gauges, and that unmistakable utilitarian simplicity. But the contrast only emphasizes how wildly transformed the rest of the car is. Nicknamed the Rollswagen, this quirky limo quickly became a showpiece. It appeared at the Los Angeles Auto Show, starred in a Volkswagen ad campaign, and perhaps most famously, drove actor John Wayne to the 1970 Academy Awards. Not bad for a bug born to be basic. Now, decades later, the Rollswagen is being offered by R.M. Sotheby's without a reserve, and its auction estimate has collectors buzzing. Will it reach that $200,000 mark? That's anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure, you won't find anything else like it. From a $2,000 economy car to a 6-figure limousine with Hollywood credentials, this Beetle proves once again that in the car world, anything is possible, with vision, craftsmanship, and a bit of eccentric flair. So next time someone tells you Beetles are just budget commuters, show them this. It's a bug with booze, back seats, and a ticket to the red carpet.